Hey everybody, it's Panic here. I got a cushion this time, so we're gonna see how I can play with this one. Um, so we are now back with part 6 of this series that we're working on. Um, Sorry, I am super nervous today for some unknown reason. But anyways, we're now on part 6. I am going to take a short break really quickly before I start playing. I have some people I need to get back to. Um, Sorry. Um, so where we left off, we had a little bit of discovery with Sayori and Monica. Um, and you kind of got a little bit of like a different version of Sayori that we're not used to seeing, especially you as the main character who you're playing as like her best friend. Um, the the chemistry is kind of there from her side, but so far, the gameplay has been letting me choose my girl that I have been trying to go after, Yuri. So we have, oh, I can't pronounce her name now. Oh, she's like the cutesy character. Well, kind of cutesy with an attitude. Can't remember her name right now. Uh, is it Natsuki? Yuri, Monica, and Sayori. And then you have me, which I didn't know that there was actually a song in here called Poem Panic. So like on the on their soundtrack list, that is actually a song that's on there, which is ironic because they're gonna go by Panic on everything. So, anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. I know the last two times I've tried to get back on here. Oh, hey, it updated Yuri on here for us. That's exciting. That makes me super happy. There is another side story that we also got some new pictures, so I will probably get those done too. Let me see. Let's go through the pictures real quickly. So it looks like we got now two with Monica, if we wanted to have Monica. We have two with Sayori, one with Natsuki, one with Yuri, and then one with all the girls. Oh, we also have different dialogue here. So it does look like it lets you go look at the poems. Oh, so if you guys weren't here for last episode, this part was kind of awkward. We were it. I got flustered really easily. Um. So yeah, there's that's exciting. Okay. Oh, real quickly. So my shirt is like 10 times bigger than it should be. But if you don't know about this guy, I'm not sponsoring him. He doesn't even know I exist in the realm of everything, but he's from Indiana. It's Heat.Deathco. They have really great shirts. This one's probably, I would say it's my favorite, but it's really big, and that's on me because I like did not. I panicked bought it when I got it, so I didn't wait for restock. I just got it. But they're out of Indiana area, so I thought that was really cool. Him and his wife create the work, send it out. But yeah, this is one of them, which we all know how. Well, you guys don't know that. Death moths are like my favorite thing. I have one tattooed on my thigh. I have my serial cover is like death moths. Once we can figure out a background for me, this probably will be on there as well. Um, but I'm really excited. I was really excited, so I got to wear this today. I have two shirts of theirs, um, and we actually got another shirt for someone else I know. So, but yeah, it was really exciting. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of do a shout out to them. They're awesome. Um, and I think the last time I ordered, I actually got a note. Yeah, I think I got a note from them, so that was kind of exciting. Um, I just wanted to, in case anyone wanted to know, I will probably try, once I can re-edit videos, I'm gonna put the links on and everything so you guys can take a look at their shop. They're really friendly. He does have a YouTube channel, but I'm not gonna link it because he doesn't even know that I'm. So if they did want to sponsor, which sponsoring would just be letting me put more of your content out there. You don't need to pay anything. Yeah, just let me know. Um, anyways, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna look at the side stories real quickly. Oh, so we have two parts. So, I was gonna do part 6 towards the stories, but I may do a part 1 here. Only because I'm just now realizing I started this without getting my water. So that should be fun. I don't want to get up in front of the camera. So, I will not do that. We're going to go ahead and do side stories part 1. Sometimes these are smaller, and I might take a water break and come back, but don't guarantee on that. So, but yeah. Okay, so, anyways, I'm going to start on the understanding. Sorry, my dryer went off. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yuri! Oh, that's right! Because at the end of the last side story, they had that okay, yeah. It's Yuri! Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuous. Wow, I know how. She's very conspicuously moused to Monica. I cannot say that word. Okay. It's her. It's the girl. It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Oh, she's so timid. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. That would be me, though. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement, but I'm also her. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and that's Sayori, and we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Haha, everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? Well, we'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and that's Monica. Or this is Monica. Sayori, Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? That would be really awkward, because like you're showing up thinking you're going to talk about books, and then everyone's just like, what are you doing? Why are you talking about that? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy's cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say that I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. Aww. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. Okay, I will say I'm picky about who borrows my books. Like, I borrowed some books from people. I still have their books. But they're in really good condition. It's not that I haven't forgotten. It's just I forget to get in contact with them to be like, hey, I have your book. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri just taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. Aw, she's so sweet. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. Okay, true. I'll go get the first one then. Aww. Yuri exits the club group in a flash, leaving Monika and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Aww. Oh my god. I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle somebody so intense? She's not even that intense. I have, like, no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was, like, a kid, but that's probably, like, a joke compared to what she's into. You don't have to be into the same things. I feel like you don't have to... Okay. Anyways. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. That's true. Monika! Gosh. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monika, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but happy. I agree, Monika. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. Wow, Sayori just out here speaking truth. Ha ha ha, what the heck? It's kind of scary how you point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the daunting, chunky foot Yuri left. Foot? Yep, that's a foot. Taps her finger against the daunting, chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri bought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. Sorry, I know how to talk, I promise. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're gonna be reading together, then if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monika smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh. Okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide to want to join the club? Well, I would like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone would start a literature club, so that's my fault. But that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any club of recruitment of advertisements. I only found out because she glances over at Monika. Yuri glances over at Monika. Monika came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. Excuse me. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that that was probably irrational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt bad for interrupting you just like that. And just interrupting you that I just, like, walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interrupt things. I always seem to interpret. Wow. Things as the worst possible case scenario. Oh boy. This is gonna be a challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Suddenly, oh wow! Oh my gosh! Wow! Okay, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind much, but I really have a hard time. But I'm really having a hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are in the same things as I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, if it's not literature. Even if it's not literature. Just things you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, then you could tell me something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into crafty things. I like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off until the last minute. So yeah, that's something kinda silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck with me for now. You're stuck with me now. Am not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There. Now you're stuck with me. Don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted. You go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. Okay, so, well, depends on the weather, because oftentimes people are everywhere. It's peaceful. I will say I might not look like I do, but I actually do go out on walks pretty often, as much as I can, especially when it's not raining or like the weather's not awful. But I do really want to get into hiking. I'm super excited to really get into that this year. So, I mean, I've kind of dabbled in it on and off throughout the years, but I have goals that I have for this year. So, hopefully with my health, I can achieve what I'm trying to achieve. But it's always just one day at a time. That's all you can do, right? Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think if you don't let it slip through your fingers. That's true. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult to not join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the clubroom. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know. It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the clubroom, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the clubroom. It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab. It's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. Aww. Poor sweetheart. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Haha! Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. It was cute. It was very cute. Well, still. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. Aww. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. Oh no! I don't want her to feel that way. That's awful. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is we don't have any, club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff, mostly. So it just sounded like something fun we could do together, reading your books. Exactly. You know, like a club activity? That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel better, feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Haha! It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. So I never did it with these types of books. I never did it with, well, there was one book that the author gave like a map to, and I was super stoked about that. I'm not gonna lie, because I like to pull off the cover of the book and look at the maps to see where like I read to see where these tapes were being left around town. That's all I'll say, because I'm not going to say what the title of the book was. But, yeah. I liked those, and I feel like I will say the Lord... the other series that I read did also have maps. So, I will say I'm a sucker for maps. When there's a map, I'm all for it. I like maps a lot. They make me happy inside. My friend, one of the D&D campaigns that we're in, my friend hosts it. He's the DM, and he makes maps, and it makes me super happy because I like having the visual aid without everything being there, so it's kind of nice to see that. Oh boy. Okay. Anyways, sorry, went on a tangent. Okay, it's just useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just taking notes. Notes? I mean, yes, an effective strategy. Exactly, I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sounds like a lot of work, actually. Like, if that's how someone was advertising fantasy books to me, I'd be like, nah. But I'm a sucker for a good thriller. A good thriller. I like those ones. I like the ones where I don't know what's gonna happen until it happens. Like, one author that I really, really like. I love her. I love how she keeps me on the edge of my book. But the endings are so lackluster, and it makes me super sad. It makes me so sad. So, anyways, back onto the story. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. Ah, we made her blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things that I have a lot of experience with. I kind of like that. Like, there's things where I don't know anything about. But then there's things where I'm like, I'm pretty secure about this. I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this. Like, this subject matter in particular, I'm fluent in, so let me just have it. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone who comes off as smart. Especially you. No. Sayori rubs her shoulders against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Oh, that's me. Anyways, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way that is fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is the one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? I like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just like jotting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there is so much planning and hard work. That is literally my friend that does the DMing for my D&D group. My god, he is the most creative person I have ever met in my entire life. And he's not, like, this isn't the only world he has. He has, like, he also runs 2 other groups. The one is chaotic, but that's not of his choosing. But he runs 2 other groups with massively different people. And it's just so... I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you the amount of work that guy puts into this shit. Sorry. Shouldn't have cussed. But it's... Anyways. Yeah. But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry? I think there's an apex that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way. Haha. Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes that this is the first time she's ever heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyways, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. Haha, I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of the times. Sayori flips through the first 2 pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Sorry. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the 2 begin to read. But the silence only lasts a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Ah, well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue was cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The 2 continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions had been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now, or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnaz is having. Wow. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied with the text, or from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The 2 of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. Sorry. She begins to understand the value in notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhere often and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Aww. Rohan. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Yeah, some books have really, like, they have a little bit of chapters, and then some are, like, big chapters, and I'm just like, when it's ever a big chapter book, which sounds really lame for me, because I was a librarian for, like, 14 years. Well, technically longer than that, because even in, like, my school days, I worked in libraries, so I dealt with books for a long time. Anyways, that's the main story, that's the main gist of my story right here. And, yeah, I always liked it more because, like, I'm so bad about this. But if it's my book, I will do it. And I do it to library books. I'm not proud of myself. And it's not dog-earing or anything like that. But, I have a habit where, like, I'll take a book. Hold on. I'll take a book. Oh, this is even better. So, like, I would take a book. and I would chapter, like each chapter would have like its own little thing to it, like its own little piece of paper, because I would just like tear paper pages up and put it in the book. And so my book would look kind of like this. Not as pretty, obviously, but my book would look like this. And I had one person, it was a coworker, I believe, and she was like, "Why do you do that? That ends up hurting the binding." I was like, "It lets me know that if I am going to the doctor's office or something, it lets me know that, okay, I have room for this chapter and this chapter, but I don't have room for this chapter. Or I have room for just this chapter, but I don't have room for 2 chapters." And so it was like a goal-oriented thing, because like if I can see the goal, then I'm more intended to try for that goal. So that was one of the things that like I would do with it. But I had a lot of people that would get mad. So like whenever I would get like a bigger chapters in the book, I would do like maybe 2 or 3 pages, like little pieces of paper. If it was smaller chapters, I would do like 10 to 5 to 8, depending on how many pieces of paper I had, even, because sometimes I would be really tearing those things up, just be like, so, I don't know. Anyways, that was my story of the day. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and trying to do my best so I can see it the way you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri currently gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Aww. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. I kinda get that, though. I do. Like, I get both perspectives, because, like, I've done that with movies in the past, or, like, with songs, where, like, I share it with my people, my friends, person I'm with, whoever, and, like, I share it. They're not as taken by it as I am, so therefore I'm, like, kind of just sad about it. I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, at least it's mine, and that's what matters. So, Sayori is left with her, alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I did something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. But then you're lying, because then, like, when they have questions about it, it's kind of one of those things of, like, you letting them know that, like, you comprehended and that you valued what you read in front of you. It kind of comes with the territory of being, like, happy about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I'm the weird one. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still mess it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left her book here, right? Unless she forgot to take it with her. Ugh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Oh. So that was the one side story we have. Looks like we got more pictures. Oh, we got another one with Yuri. We got music. So, I'm going to end this here because it's been about 40 minutes or so. I'm gonna try to come back, but if not, I will be back tomorrow for sure. Times are not always a given right now. It's just when I have the time to upload stuff right now until we can get it re-edited. But until then, everyone have a wonderful day, and um, in the great many words of Bailey Sarian, make good choices, be safe. Everyone just be safe. That's my main concern. I'm going to be saying that. Just be safe. Okay. Bye bye.